What's good, ladies and gents? Is Lido Effects back at it again. And now today is not my normal style video, as you can even tell by the webcam. If you are here, then you are here for day one of trading camp. So pretty much in this video, I'm going to be explaining exactly what to expect going forward in trading camp. And this is day one. Day one stands for locking the fuck in, because a lot of things have been on my mind lately. Just me being a content creator, me just putting out YouTube, me running other businesses, so forth and so on. It's been on my mind heavy to the point where it's like I gotta create something for the average individual or the trader that's out there struggling that can actually benefit from something, because there's so much stuff on YouTube. Like, it's so much fluff, it's so many different strategies, it's so many, all of these different things out there that steer traders wrong, because ultimately, like, there is no set course that's out there for the average individual to be able to take advantage of. So I committed myself, my own time. As y'all know, I'm real busy. I handle a lot of things. I trade on my own, so I have to make time for that. But like I said, it's been on my mind super heavy to do something like this. So with that being said, I'm taking the time out of my own day to do this. So with me doing that, all I ask from you guys is a promise that y'all gonna watch the whole thing through, and y'all gonna take these videos very seriously. So how this is going to work, ladies and gents, for the next 15 days, I will be dropping a new video on each particular subject that I know about trading. Every single thing that I know about trading, my whole strategy, all of that will all be printed inside of these videos. So every single video will be released at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. So by the time you watching this video has just released at 5:30 p.m. And like I said, I'm going to be doing this every single day for the next 15 days. So like I said, the promise that I need from you guys is to show up every single day for yourself. Because remember, I'm helping you guys out. And I don't have to do this. And I'm just being fully transparent. This isn't going to be a video with hella edits. It's not going to be the most aesthetic video. It's not going to be a motivation. Like, it's not going to be showing you, McLaren's, Lamborghini. Like, it's none of that. This is real, raw shit. Basic. That's just what it boils down to. This is real shit. And the only thing I need from you guys is to ask questions, because the moment that you ask questions, that means that I can film the next video tailored to you guys. I can come up with answers to your questions that you guys may be struggling with. So all I need y'all to do is to put y'all questions inside the comments, and I will answer all of y'all questions as long as y'all meet me halfway. So don't skip through the videos. Like I said, this will be 15 days straight. If you've been following me on Instagram, you see my posts. You're in my Telegram chat, you see my posts. 15 days straight. So one thing I want to emphasize as well. Today is about locking in. So day one is about locking in. So we're not going to be on the charts today. We're not going to be learning a strategy today, but we're going to set the foundation that is required to become a consistently profitable trader inside of the market. So I need y'all to pull your pens and your notebooks out, because the note takers is the money makers, right? Now, like I said, make sure that you guys watch all of the videos. If you miss a day, so today is currently March 13th. If you can see, today is March 13th, ladies and gents. For the next 15 days, I'm going mad crazy. So it's March Madness, but it's the trading camp way. It's not the just basketball season. No, it's the trading March Madness, and that's why it's trading camp. Y'all ever heard of training camp in football and basketball? But well, we in trading camp the whole month of March, because ultimately my main goal for this trading camp is to get every single person that watches my videos, every single person that subscribes to me, every single person that comes across this video. I want to get them results. Now, I know there's so many videos out there that, this strategy, you can do this EMA cross, you can use this Emoku cloud, you can do all of these different things, but that shit is just not it. And I'm just being fully transparent. Like I said, this video is raw. It's not edited. It's none of that. I know sometimes in my videos, I try to keep it aesthetic. I try to keep it, nice and clean for you guys. But that's not the reality of it, right? It's like, that's just not what it's going to entail. So I'm giving it to y'all raw. Like the real raw dog. No Diddy. No Diddies. So look. Another thing too, I'm gonna make an entire playlist and I'm gonna put it at the forefront of my channel. So all you have to do for the next 15 days is just go to my profile. The playlist will be there, and you'll be able to watch day 1, you'll be able to watch day 2, you'll be able to watch day 3, you'll be able to watch day 4, day 5, so forth and so on. Like I said, this is gonna be pure raw education. So one thing about me before we go ahead and get started is that I started trading back in 2019. And it wasn't until I sacrificed different things in my life for me to get to where I am at today. And I'm not even nowhere near where I want to be at. Like, I haven't even hit multi-millions inside the market. Like, that's where I want to get to. But it's like, my journey as a trader all came from the sacrifice. It didn't come from, oh, I knew this person and they put me on. Like, it wasn't like, it was none of that. It was pure grind and sacrifice. So when I started back in 2019, of course, I got started like a lot of you that's watching this video. I got started with an MLM. Somebody recruited me, was actually my best friend's uncle. And he told us at the time, like, hey, I'm making, X amount a day. If y'all want to learn it, pull up to the house. And that's exactly what we did. We pulled up. And then the first thing he told me was, all right, watch all these videos and come back. I watched the videos. I didn't know what the hell I was watching. It was just like, okay, I'm watching the videos. I want to get started. But once I saw that this was actually real, like people actually did this, that's when I really began to take it seriously. And of course, like, I was in IML, I was in, all of that stuff. And I got recruited by other people. So the guy I first started, he started with a different company that was an MLM. And then I got recruited to IML. Of course, I didn't know the difference. And like, I never really had, during my journey, a full put together online course that I'm gonna be giving y'all in this trading camp. So like, y'all are so freaking lucky to be able to have access to something like this, because these next 15 days, and I might even extend it, like 15 days is just the minimum, but if I feel like I still gotta help y'all and we need to go 20 days, then damn it, I'm gonna do it. Because my main focus, like I said, is for me to get y'all results. And that's why I said, like, if y'all not in the comments, if y'all not even in the comments asking questions, I swear, like, it's over. Like, I'm not even gonna make it to day 15 if I don't see nobody watching these videos. Because I know y'all watch my vlogs. I know y'all watch the day in the lives. I know y'all watch like stuff like that, because that's the stuff on my channel that gets the most views, to be honest. Like, if you go look at the videos that I actually do, strategy videos, a lot of those don't really get the engagement. It doesn't really get people that watch it. So for this boot camp, the only thing I ask of y'all is to show up, ask questions in the comments, and actually watch the whole freaking video. Like, don't skip through nothing, because you might miss that one little piece that I might say in one particular video, and it might be the thing that you needed to use as a catalyst to enhance your trading. So don't be that person that don't watch it all the way through, right? Because think about it. I literally could have just made this all into a course. I could have just made this to exclusive to people that just bought it. But honestly, it's like I'm tired of these courses and shit. Like, I just want to help people that can't afford to pay, or that's just getting started and they don't really know where to begin, or they jump from different YouTuber to YouTuber and YouTuber. Now they all confused, and it's like that's just too much. Like, this trading camp is the end all be all. Like, you come here, you get the knowledge, and then you apply it. And that's why day one is called lock in, because I need y'all to lock the fuck in. Because when you think about it, it's like this shit changed my whole life. And I feel like, just based off of the comments that I do get in some of my videos, even the last video I did when I talked about if you were about to quit trading, like, I feel like I've been called to do this. And I feel like I'm blessed enough to be able to even articulate the stuff that I know in my own brain, and be able to give it to you guys in a way that y'all can understand. A lot of y'all, when y'all comment, y'all say, damn, I had never heard nobody break it down like this. I've never heard anybody, use that analogy. And that's what it's about. It's about me being able to give y'all the information that y'all need to lock in. So let's day one. Let's get started. Let's get this money. Let's be fruitful. Let's be intentional. Let's be proactive. So when you're watching this video, like I said, make sure that you got your notes ready. And a lot of this stuff, like I said, it's just raw. Like, I'm going to just talk to y'all and really let y'all understand what's the psychological things about trading that will get you to the next level. So when you think about trading consists of 4 things. It's emotional control, timing, money management, and knowledge. And the psychology aspect of trading has to do with all 4 of these things. And in order for you to master the charts, like literally master the charts, you must master yourself. And if you don't know who you are as a person, you will not be able to know who you are on the charts. You will not be able to know what works for you and what doesn't. You will not be able to know what strategy is good for you. You will not even be able to understand what type of trader you are by not knowing yourself. So understanding who you are determines the type of trader that you're ultimately going to be. Think about it. If you know and you understand that in trading, in real life, you are impatient, then what you think you're gonna be in the market? You're going to be impatient. So does that fit with trying to swing trade? I don't think so. That's just my personal opinion. If you're a super impatient person, you should not be trying to swing. And if you're somebody that's just like, okay, I want to be in and out, then that fits you personality wise to be a scalper. And if you are one of those people that can sit back and relax and let the market come to you and be a little more patient, you can be an intraday trader. But ultimately, it all boils down to understanding who you are at the core. That's all what it boils down to. Me, I had to understand myself. I had to understand that, okay, I can be a little bit impatient. Sometimes I do not like to wait. So I understood that about myself. So I tailored my strategy to that, to a point where, okay, I can catch trades on a smaller time frames and get in and out and go about my day. In the times where now that, of course, I've been doing this for almost 6 years now, I developed more patience as I went along, as I developed myself. But when I very first got started, I was scalping in and out. And now I'm more so an intraday trader because like I said, I am a lot more patient. But it took the self reflection of me that allowed me to understand what will allow me to be successful. Without me understanding myself, I will never be able to be successful. And that's why, like, even on my last stream, well, not my last stream, probably like 2 streams ago, y'all saw me with the books like this. Y'all saw me like this with these books. All of this, all of these books are personal development. It's all me discovering who I am as a trader. And, well, not even as a trader, as an individual. And once I really understood that, I applied the same concepts that I learned in those books, learning more about myself, and I applied it to the markets. So on a day in and day out basis, you really got to understand who the fuck it is that you are. Like, don't let nobody else tell you who you should be. Don't let nobody else tell you, oh, well, you should swing trade just because this influencer swing trades. Or you should scalp just because Mike Lito scalps. No, fuck that. Be who you are. That's the only way this shit is going to work, if you are truly yourself. And you gotta make a commitment to always be yourself. That's what's going to allow you to succeed in this game. And when you really think about commitment, and I want y'all to write this down. Commitment is staying true to what you said you would do or who you said you would be long after the mood in which you said it in has left. That means that if I say I'm going to follow my trading plan and I commit to follow my trading plan, I'm going to stay true to following my trading plan long after the mood in which I said I was going to follow my trading plan has left. Think about it. You get all of this motivation. You get all of these different influencers and all of this shit that's like, oh, well, I see so-and-so just bought a Lambo. So-and-so just bought this. Mike Lito just bought a McLaren. And you get hyped for one day. And then it's like, boom. 2 days later, you fucking up your account again. Why? Because you're not committed. You're not committed to what you said you would do. You committed for a short period of time and you was motivated for a short period of time, but that's it. And it's like, you really gotta commit to this shit. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's like, you have to have a lifelong commitment to this trading shit. It's like, a lot of y'all been trading for years, going on years. Some of y'all are new to this and you gonna experience it, but it's like, you gotta be committed. And a level of commitment comes with a certain level of discipline. That's why those books down there are so freaking important, because without the level of discipline, you can't have commitment. Think about when you're in a relationship, when you married, that's a certain level of commitment. You don't do certain things when you're married because you committed to your spouse. In trading, you got to be so committed to following your trading plan. You got to be so committed to following your strategy. You got to be so committed to using proper risk management. You got to be so committed to loving yourself enough to the point where you do what you're supposed to do. Why do people not follow their rules? Simply because they do not have enough self-love. Discipline is a form of self-love. And if you do not love yourself enough to take this shit serious, then it's not for you. That's ultimately what it is. Enough self-love, enough discipline, enough commitment to say that you're going to do something and then stick to it no matter how you feel. So if day one of the trading camp, you feeling like, oh, I'm pumped up, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to attack the markets, I can't wait for day 2. And then by day 5, you're going back to that bullshit that you've been doing, it's not going to work. I promise you, it's not going to work. So you have to stay committed. You have to stay committed. So I want y'all to really take a second and take a real deep moment and ask yourself, are you committed? Do you struggle with commitment? Like, ask yourself, do you struggle with it? And be real. Because if you struggle with commitment, then that's the first thing that you need to work on. Not going to learn a new strategy, not none of that. And ask yourself with the commitment, it could be to a job. Do you quit jobs often? Do you go against your morals often? Do you go against your spouse often? Do you go against going to the gym often? Are you freaking committed? That's really what it boiled down to. And it's like, when you commit to something, it's like you can enjoy the process so much better. It's like we in trading to make money, but we also gotta enjoy the process. So if you committed to following your trading plan all the time, you might not be able to, triple your account in 3 days, like you see the person doing on YouTube, or like you see me do on YouTube. You may not be able to do that because you committed to your trading plan. But guess what? You got to enjoy that process along the way. And when I say enjoy it, it's like embrace it. Like when you wake up in the morning, you should be proud that you woke up and you had ability to trade. Like, I feel like a lot of people kind of let this get past them when they think like, they have like this negative connotation about trading where it's like, oh, hit my stop loss, like trading isn't for me. But it's like, trading is the only vehicle I know to this day where you can wake up, press a button on a computer, and print money every single day. And it's like, if you don't enjoy the process of growing through that, how can you ever enjoy the process of making the money? It's like, I remember back when I very first started, I used to tell my friends, like to this day, they could tell you, like, when I first started, I was working in a freaking factory. I graduated with my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. And when I got out of college, I could not find a job. How the hell do I go to college for 5.5 years? Yes, I said 5.5 years. I got kicked out of college and had to go back and still finish my degree because I was committed to getting that degree. But even through all of that, I still wasn't able to find a job. So how do you think that made me feel? So when I found this trading thing, I was like, oh, okay, bet. I gotta lock in. So when I found it, my friends will call me to this day. Well, not to this day, but back in the day, they'd be like, bro, get on the game. Like, we about to hop on 2K. We need you to run PG. We need you to run point guard. And I swear, like, they would call me and I'd be like, nah, bro. Like, I told y'all I'm studying these videos. I would get off of work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, go home, get home by 4 o'clock, and study from 4:30 to like 7 o'clock. And then I would say, all right, I did my couple hours for the day. Now I can get on the game. But when they called me at 4:30, it was like, bro, I'm studying. Y'all need to be watching these videos too. I'm not getting on the game until I watch videos. I'm not playing no video games until I reward myself with the work that I put in, because I know that this is the shit that's going to get me out this factory. I don't got time to play the game just for shits and giggles. It don't work like that. So when you in your process, you really got to enjoy it. Like, I sat down and I was watching video after video, and I'm searching on YouTube. Okay, I'm learning this, and I enjoyed it. So when I go back and I look back on it, it's like, dang, I was really putting that work in back in 2019. I was really grinding in 2019. Like, y'all can see the back of my wall now. I swear my whole wall was filled with those big poster papers, and I had every single thing written down that I learned. When I was learning about trend lines, when I was learning about market structure, when I was learning about fibs, I had it all written down. It was so prominent on my wall that I could not forget it. Like, when I would wake up in the morning, I would look at the notes that I wrote about a trend line and go to work thinking about fucking trend lines, bro. So it's like, really enjoy it, because when I look back on it, like, that was so Like now trading is boring because it's like it's the same thing over and over. But back then it's like that was my process. And now I feel like I'm in a whole nother process again. Hence why I'm doing this trading camp, because now my process is not learning about trading. It's going back and helping the people that need to learn about trading just like I did back in 2019. So like I said, embrace and enjoy that process, because when you rush it, that's going to create the bad habits. That's going to be the thing that cause you to feel like you got to make a whole bunch of money overnight. It's going to cause you to make a whole bunch of mistakes that could be avoided by simply just embracing the journey. If you brand spanking new, don't come into this trying to make $1,000 a day. Start with learning the skill first. Start with knowing what a trend line is. Start with being able to do a full top-down analysis. And when you really think about it in a complex way, we went to school for 12 years, elementary through high school, but we want to be a traded millionaire in 30 days. It's like, no, bruh. And it's like, even when you think about the school, like school example, you got all of your school memories. And when you grow into adult, what do you say when you get to become an adult? It's like, dang, I wish I can go back to my high school. Like, I wish I can go back to high school and relive prom. I wish I can go back to being in elementary school and only have to worry about what team I'm getting picked on for recess football. And it's like, when you look back on the moments, if you don't appreciate them while you're there, then they just gonna pass by. And especially in trading, if you just try to rush it, it's like you're not gonna ever be able to embrace it like the way you supposed to. You're not gonna be able to embrace using a .01 lot size if you just instantly like, oh, I'm gonna jump to 20 lots. Like, you're not gonna get that feeling again. So you need to embrace it. Embrace that journey. And ask yourself, where are you in your journey? Are you overconfident? Are you greedy? Are you fearful? Are you placing too many trades? Are you scared to lose money? Like, day one of this trading camp, I want y'all to really write out to yourself exactly where you are in your journey and be real with yourself, because that's the stepping stone to get into the next level. And it's like, this goes hand in hand with the perspective aspect of trading. You can look at trading in multiple different ways, but this is essentially how it goes. It's usually two ways. You got the person that looks at trading as excitement, like, okay, this can work out for me. I know that the market is a repeated cycle happening over and over and over again. I see the market as an endless cycle that provides endless opportunities. I know that there will always be another bust, so I can let the market come to me. I don't have to go chasing it. And then you got the next person that's like, trading is hard. It always hits my stop loss. Or, damn, I should have caught that trade. Or, trading is a get rich quick scheme. The market is against me. The market always hits my stop loss and go in my direction. Or, I just entered super fast because I had a fear of missing out. It's like, that freaking perspective. When you open your eyes to really look at trading as a blessing, like, it's really a blessing to be able to get on a freaking computer and press a button, look at a couple data charts and make money from it. When you don't have to slave to do it. I was in a factory welding, almost burning my damn fingers off for a job that I wasn't even supposed to have. I was supposed to be an engineer, and I got interviewed at the factory job and they still didn't hire me. And it's like, I'm not slaving for that shit no more. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to a job that I hate. And I don't even know how much of this life that I got. So why would I spend my life at a job that I hate when I know, when I'm, of course, now that I'm aware of trading. So for everybody that's watching it, it's like, you have trading at your fingertips. And as humans, we only know what we've been taught. So if you are watching this video, you have been exposed to trading. And it's like, once you start to learn something different, once you get exposed to something different, you have to make the decision to see and choose the old behaviors or the new behaviors. So if you are a struggling trader right now, you got to make that decision to say, okay, today is day one where I choose my new behaviors. Today is the day that I lock in. That's the title of this video. Day one, locking in. So you got to make that decision to say, I'm going to let go of all the previous behaviors that I had in the market. And I'm going to strictly focus on the next 15 days, what Mike Lito teaches me. And I'm going to lock the fuck in. And it's like, when you have that mindset and you really like, even these next 15 days, it's like, I suggest y'all don't even look at the market. Y'all don't trade. All y'all need to do is back test, because like, if y'all trading to make money, it's like you gonna lose it anyways, because when you trade to lose money, you gonna force something that's not there, and you gonna lose it regardless. So as a trader, it's like trading rewards those who form good habits. So for these next 15 days, I need y'all to focus on building good habits. Not focus on, oh, day one, I'm going to learn how to flip my account to 30, 40, 50,000. Like, no, I need you to lock in. And it's like that mindset behind it is the thing that will get you there. Like your mindset, literally the way you see the market, the way you perceive the market, the way you look at the market, the way you even get into the market, that's your mindset. And it's like throughout this boot camp, or not boot camp, trading camp, whatever you want to call it, throughout this trading camp, you got to learn to sit on your hands. You're going to learn rules to follow. You're going to learn how to handle your emotions. You're going to learn how to properly risk your account. You're going to master waiting in these next 15 days. But the thing is that I need y'all to unlearn in these next 15 days is just entering without confirmation, revenge trading, over leveraging, being in a market just because it's open. Like, that's not having the mindset of an investor. And that's the foundation of being successful in this, is having the mindset of an investor. I talk about this on my streams all the time. I talk about this with all of my students. I talk about this with my Blueprint Trading Academy. Having the mindset of an investor, and that's protecting your money first and making money second. And it's like, as an investor, you're looking to gain an ROI on all of the trades that you take. So you got to be smart with it. You can't just be a goofy. You can't be a dumbass just jumping in trades just because you got a gambling problem, or like you just so eager to be in. Like, F that. And I know I kind of been cursing on this one because it's the real raw stuff, but it's like, had a mindset of investor so you can get results. These next 15 days, I'm focused on getting y'all results, so I got to give it to y'all the real way. And it's like, when you simply just look at it, when you think about locking in, it's like you got people inside of the market that's guessing, that's hopeful that, okay, I'm going to just jump in this trade and I hope it's going to go in my direction. And then you got people that's, I'm hopping in this trade because I got all of my confirmations. You can't think. You gotta know. You gotta know all of your confirmations is there before you place a trade. You gotta know that your setup is present. You gotta know yourself. You have to know thyself in order for you to be successful in this market. And without knowing that, it's game over. And the next thing that you have to know is know that your system is in place and know that your system works. So for you to understand and realize, like, the odds are going to be in your favor. And you still got to accept that you can lose a trade at any moment. But having a mindset of an investor is, I accept the risk. And that's why risk management is so important. And it's like a lot of people really let that go over their heads. And it's like, that's where the like self-sabotage comes in. And for those that don't know what self-sabotage is like a behavior or a thought that's like, that weakens or like hinders you or your progress or your well-being. Like that's pretty much what it boiled down to. And it happens like you don't even think about it, but it just happens usually when like you create obstacles for yourself or you engage in activities that hinder your ability to achieve what it is that you're trying to achieve, or for your ability to maintain a positive sense of your own self. That's why I say you got to know who it is that you are. When you know who it is that you are, you can walk in that image. But you can't let the self-sabotage affect you inside of the market. And it's like your procrastination is self-sabotage. Procrastination is like delaying stuff or delaying decisions. Or instead of you marking up on the weekend, you like, all right, I'm gonna wait till Monday morning to do it. Like, why would you do that? Perfectionism is like another form of self-sabotage. It's like you trying to set too high expectations that's not gonna happen. And then when those things don't happen, now you feel unworthy, you feel demotivated, you feel like, oh, trading isn't for you. And it's like, that's not how it works. And even like the fear of failure is a form of self-sabotage. And it's like you scared to take the trade because you scared of losing money or you scared of being wrong. And it's like, then when you have that, that's when the self-criticism comes in. It's like, now you talking bad about yourself, like, damn it, I knew I should have took that trade, or I knew I should have did this, I knew I should have did that. And it's like, that's creating like that own negative like self-image. And it's like you decreasing your whole confidence when you think like that. So it's like, I need y'all to develop your own self-awareness. Identify like, what are my own patterns? Goes back to knowing yourself. What do I think about negative on a day-to-day basis? This is where a trading journal comes in, because when you reflect on the trading, like the trades that you take and the trades that you like, oh, well, I was anxious during this trade, or I felt nervous entering this, that's developing self-awareness. And it's like, when you develop that, that's when you can really find out who it is that you are a trader, who you are as a trader. You can recognize the patterns that can cause you to blow an account. You can recognize the signs that say like, okay, when my mornings typically start off a little wild and I'm not doing everything that I'm supposed to, that's when I go blow an account. Or that's when I tend to over leverage. Or when I get stopped out and I see a candle going back in my direction, I hop back in. Like, those are the things that you have to develop that awareness of. So what I want y'all to do is, I want y'all to challenge y'all negative thoughts. Like, whenever I like to use this is just like something I do. Like, whenever a negative thought comes, I just like, you know how you swipe left, like you swiping through somebody's photos, or you ever been on Tinder and shit? Swipe. Just like, nope, I'm swiping away from that thought. Nope, nope, nope. And replace it with a rational thought. Like, literally something positive. I am worthy. I am a consistently profitable trader. I deserve this. I am here for a reason. Like, that's the things that I need y'all to think like. Like, treat yourself with kindness. Treat yourself with understanding, and understand that you gonna make mistakes throughout this journey. I made mistakes along my way. I'm nowhere near perfect, but I learned from them. And most importantly, watch what you say to yourself. And when these next 15 days, ladies and gents, these next 15 days, one, you got to commit. You got to commit to putting in the work. You got to commit to trusting yourself. You got to commit to locking in. And when I say trust yourself, like, that means you putting in the work day in and day out. So you going to build that trust within. And think about it. Inside of the market, when you follow your own rules, you build trust. When you stick to your game plan, you build trust. When you follow the strategy to the T, you build self-trust. And in this game of trading, it's like, the market is literally you versus you. It's a game of you versus you. It's not you versus 50,000 other people. It's not you versus your mentor. It's not you versus the person that you learn from on YouTube is you versus you. It's not the person you take signals from. It's always you versus you. So the last thing that I'm going to say, and we're going to end this here with day one, is ask yourself, do you trust you? And that's what it boiled down to. You got to have that commitment to yourself to say, this trading camp, these next 15 days, this March Madness, I'm going to lock the fuck in. And that's it. That's all it boils down to. I'm going to give every single thing. I'm going to put all my effort into learning this skill set, learning more about myself, mastering this skill set, mastering the blueprint. That's what you got to do. And like I said in the beginning of the video, ladies and gents, I need y'all feedback on this video. If you enjoyed day one, let me know in the comment section. And the feedback that I get, I promise y'all, that's going to be the determining factor on how hard I go on this trading camp. If it ain't no comments in the comment section, it's like, all right, well, they not messing with trading camp. Okay, cool. I'm going to finish out these couple days and then that's it. But if I see y'all and y'all like, I really need this, or y'all to letting me know y'all problems, I'm going to do everything in my power to help y'all. So with that being said, like I said, this concludes day one, ladies and gents. Lock the fuck in and let's get to this money.